Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My name is Janet Konevsky, and I am the Vice President of the Greater Vancouver Chamber of Commerce, who is the organization that is responsible for bringing the Southwest Washington region Lemonade Day. And we're going to talk a little bit about what Lemonade Day is, and we're very excited to have some guests that are joining us today. Youth entrepreneurs, those that are running national organization and making sure that youth get the entrepreneurship lessons all throughout the country. So one of the things I wanted to do when we started out was to talk a little bit about why the Chamber of Commerce here in the Greater Vancouver region wanted to bring Lemonade Day in its initial year in 2020 to our region. For us, it's an important mission that we noticed needing to feed the pipeline of future entrepreneurs in our region. It makes for a very healthy business environment when we can have a plethora of business owners and people taking the plunge into the business arena. And for us, having the youth come into the arena already educated on how to start a business, the basic principles of owning and operating a business, makes it such a better experience, not only for the business owner taking that leap, but for those of us in the community that can then welcome that business owner and those that are preparing to become pillars of our organization. So one of the things that the Chamber of Commerce looked at was the Lemonade Day National Program. They had this perfect mission that the Chamber of Commerce looked at to help prepare our youth for life through fun, interactive, experiential programs infused really with life skills and education to become our entrepreneurs. So the foremost objective is to help today's youth become business leaders, social advocates, community volunteers, forward-thinking citizens of tomorrow and of the greater Southwest Washington region. We wanted to build these youth with self-esteem and a new mindset that can propel the youth and success they have that they otherwise wouldn't have pursued otherwise. So in partnership with several business organizations, the Chamber of Commerce was able to put together Lemonade Day program and bring it out to our youth here in 2020. So we did operate in 2019, and we had a vision to have Lemonade Day take place in June 5th. It was supposed to be June 5th, 2020, where kids across the Southwest Washington region would have their own lemonade stands after going through lessons of entrepreneurship. 2020 pandemic hit, and like most of the country and most of the entrepreneurs that we work with here in the community, we had to pivot and we took all of our events virtual. And when we started looking at how the best way to still get these important lessons to our community, we were offered the opportunity to bring Lemonopolis, which was a really great online tool for educating the youth and still learning those same attributes of and principles of owning a business, but just in an online format. We had hundreds of kids throughout the region take advantage of it. And one of the things that we wanted to do while we didn't have the ability to have our actual stands, we wanted to hear from those entrepreneurs around the country who did go through the program in the past years and who have had success, whether it's owning their own companies, starting their own online businesses. Some are advocates for other young entrepreneurs. We're going to be hearing from them today, and I guarantee you it's going to be pretty exciting. We're also going to have a couple of raffles that we're going to do. But before we start, I did want to talk a little bit about our partnership with ESD 112 in our region. We worked really closely with Vicki Herdina and Tim Marino, who is the superintendent of the ESD, focusing on the STEM. And for us, it fit really great having a program that hit the 40 developmental assets of the Search Institute. It allowed our kids to go through the program and really understand how it fits into curriculum and how it can fit into their everyday lives moving forward. This year, again, we moved online, but we're looking forward to an even closer partnership, bringing this program to school districts around the region. Now that most of the schools are going virtual, it's going to be imperative that people learn about this program and be able to offer this to the children and to the youth of the Southwest Washington region. So we're going to be excited about that. I did mention that we had Lemonopolis, and Lemonopolis was the online platform. I am very excited because we just learned that the National Lemonade Day Office has made a new platform that allows kids throughout the country to be able to navigate lemon skills through a My Lemonade Day app. And we're going to share that with you really quick to give you a little sneak peek of what that might look like. Bear with us here. Okay.
How do kids make money? Whoa! Whoa! What's happening?
You should become an entrepreneur. Use My Lemonade Day to start your business. It's designed to help you turn your goal into a plan. And if you work the plan to run your lemonade stand, you'll achieve results to reach your dreams.
Okay, so that was Lemmy. Lemmy is the lemon that walks our youth through the program, and this year it's fantastic. And we're going to show you a little bit about the new Lemonade Day app. And I'm going to walk you through a couple of slides so you get an idea as we're walking through this program today and as everybody shares their experiences, the type of experiences your kids, the kids in our community can use. So the new app is great, and I love this. You'll see some of them wearing masks. So this is, I think it's on the next screen, but we have a couple of avatars that you can choose from so the kids get an experience to really relate to themselves owning their own stand. We will also have an opportunity to have the kids walk through my goals, my plan, my stand, my results. So it's a very interactive program that lets the kid move throughout the program and know where they are at each time, and also pass different sections and make sure that they complete it before they move on. The next one is going to be, let me see, sorry about this. We might have, oh, there we go. So these are all your profit goals. This is a sign that shows the kids where they are and what they want to spend, what they want to save, what they want to share with the community. So I think that's going to be a really great tool for them to be able to keep track of where they are in their goals that they set out at the beginning. And now they have an opportunity to walk through and make it their own stand and make sure that the budgeting lines up with the program. And then finally, like we all have to do, especially in the chamber world, we do need to find investors in order to support our business. And this will walk kids through an opportunity to find investors. And hopefully some of our youth today that I'll be speaking to you will be able to tell us a little bit about the investors that have formed relationships with them to get their businesses off the ground. Perfect. Great. So one of the things that I'd like to do now is talk about an investor of our own for Lemonade Day, and that's IQ Credit Union. So IQ Credit Union is what we call at the Lemonade Day program our main squeeze. They're our main squeeze investor. And IQ Credit Union has done a great job in making sure that financial literacy gets into the hands of children. They really focus on the lessons of financial literacy in the classrooms, as well as individuals in throughout different organizations. And with us is going to be Tim Wally, who is IQ Credit Union's Education Program Supervisor, leading the education team, which includes financial education, Read With Me, community education, campus programs, and more. Tim has developed and designed and implemented innovative financial education curriculum for all ages, which makes this really perfect for you to be with us, Tim, and let us know what it means to you to be our main squeeze investor as IQ Credit Union. And I will let you take it away from here.
Perfect. Thank you for that introduction. It was quite the introduction. I wasn't expecting all of that, so thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here and represent the credit union on behalf of our sponsorship as the main squeeze, which is a great title, by the way. When you brought this opportunity to us, which feels like a long time ago, for us it was a no-brainer. It was something that was a perfect fit, and mainly for a couple different reasons. For us, we like to focus on the core values of what's important to us, and one of those is investing in our community. And this is a program and an opportunity that did that 100%. So we were ecstatic to be a part of that. And so it was really important to know that what we can do is going to make an impact for the future. And when I mean future, I mean the youth and the kids in our community. What they're doing on a daily basis, the skills that they learn through this program, it's just incredible. It's not just the business skills, the interpersonal skills, or the social skills that they'll be learning working with people in their community, but the personal financial education skills as well, too. And that's another main point that's super, super important to us, and we emphasize and we're passionate about. I know you mentioned some of the things that we do on a regular basis. And so, a lot of people do not realize that the credit union was started by 10 teachers back in 1940. And so we want to continue that legacy of education and primarily around financial education. So the fact that The kids during this program get to learn about budgeting. They get to learn about needs versus wants, how to put together a business plan, a marketing plan, a save, share, spend goals, and then go through the process of doing a loan. Those are things that a lot of people may not realize, but those are going to set themselves up for an amazing future and make them feel empowered and confident and capable with their finances and going forward, just not only with that, but with if they want to be entrepreneurs as well. So with that too, I just want to say, did I lose you? Okay, I'm here. I'm not sure if I got lost there or not. I just wanted to say thank you to the Chamber and thank you to you guys, especially for bringing this program to Southwest Washington. It's an amazing opportunity and we can't wait to see it grow and to see our community grow along with it too. And like I said, I'm excited to hear some of the stories and the entrepreneurs that we just talked to today. So thank you for having me. And thank you for allowing us to be the main squeeze sponsor.
Great, thank you very much. Now, we couldn't do a lemonade program without our investors, and IQ being our main squeeze has been really one to take the charge on bringing this new program into the Southwest Washington region. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about all the other sponsors and make a brief mention of who else is out there in our community actively involved in supporting Lemonade Day. We have, and I'm going to make sure I read this so I get them all. Lemon Drop, sponsors of Waste Connections, On Point Community Credit Union, Wellhaven Pet Health, Hapo Community Credit Union, and the Columbian. We also have Pucker Pal sponsors at who are the Community Foundation for Southwest Washington and When the Shoe Fits. And we have Simply the Zest sponsors, and that's our partnership with ESD 112. We also have in-kind sponsors of Web4 and Northwest Natural Gas. So thank you all. I'd now like to give a brief introduction to Charlie Hamilton, who is the National Lemonade Day Chairman, who has an incredible passion for bringing Lemonade Day to the region. So hi, Charlie. Charlie is a serial entrepreneur, and he has had a passion for the last at least 5 to 7 years, and he'll talk a little bit about his experience with bringing Lemonade Day. He's also created some videos called Turning Lemons into Gold. And I'm going to do a quick introduction here. One of the things that I saw that Charlie had mentioned in one of his interviews before, and it was a quote that I really liked. It was, "Not every kid wants to be or will be an entrepreneur, but every kid needs to be exposed to the principles related to making a profit, learning the value of spending, saving, and sharing that profit, and the importance of setting goals and devising a plan, and ultimately achieving his or her dream." So for us, that's important, especially as a business community, making sure that while they might not want to be the entrepreneur going out into the arena starting their business, they are going to be a huge contributor to the leadership roles and the development of the organization that they choose to be a part of. And coming in with these principles is going to be key. So I am going to say hello to Charlie Hamilton.
Hello, everybody. It's so great to see you. Thank you for that awesome introduction. Well, Janet, you and your team, you and Hadley and the rest of the Vancouver Chamber, we could not be more excited about you launching Lemonade Day there in Vancouver. And Tim with IQ, man, I love you being the big squeeze. Man, that is fantastic. Well, again, my name is Charlie Hamilton. I'm the national chairman of Lemonade Day. I'm really in the real estate business, but what I'm most passionate about is teaching the next generation of entrepreneurs across America. That's what gets me super, super, super excited. I've been involved with Lemonade Day now for 9 years. I've been the national chairman now for 4. And let me just tell you a little bit about Lemonade Day. I'm going to assume some of y'all know a little bit about Lemonade Day and some of you know a lot about Lemonade Day. Well, Lemonade Day is simply this. We're the Pee-wee leagues of entrepreneurship. There's the Pee-wee leagues of football, basketball, baseball, soccer, lacrosse, hockey. But we're the Pee-wee leagues of entrepreneurship. We're out to teach those valuable skills that change kids' lives. Lemonade Day has been around now for 12 years and has helped over 1.1 million kids across America start their own business. And it's very simple, like Janet talked about. Set a goal, make a plan, work the plan, and achieve your dreams. And then once you make a profit, to spend some, save some, and share some. When I first heard about Lemonade Day years ago, I thought, gosh, it sounds a little cheesy. But when I got to learn about it and learn about the real skills that it teaches, I was blown away. My wife and I have been married for 20 years. We have two boys, and Lemonade Day has changed not only our family's lives, but our kids' lives. And as Janet says, not every kid has to be an entrepreneur, but every kid has got to know about hard work and discipline and initiative, because that's how you achieve success. That's what we're teaching. Well, for those that are great sponsors, like I heard so many out there, thank you for your help. In your hometown there in Vancouver, the Murdoch Foundation has been fantastic in helping grow this program across Pacific Northwest. And we couldn't have done it without them as well. As I said, Lemonade Day has impacted 1 million kids across America, and today we're in 84 cities. Think about us as like a franchise. We're a franchise that goes out and helps grow this program from city to city to city. And in that setup, what happens is you have people like Janet and Hadley, which are called our city directors, that help grow this program. And gosh, what an awesome group you have with Janet and Hadley. That chamber is truly awesome. It's our hope that we can help groom the next generation of entrepreneurs. I don't think it's a coincidence that Sarah Blakely, Michael Dell, and Warren Buffett all had businesses when they were 12 years old. There's something that happens at a young age in a kid's life when they have a business that ignites something in their brain. One of the guys that's on our board is Joe Daly from the Gallup organization, and they have proven that if you want to light the spark of entrepreneurship, somewhere between the 3rd and the 5th grade is the best time to do that. In a time in which we have so many advantages on starting small businesses, for those that are out there that care about small business, I'm going to give you a startling statistic. That over the last 40 years, do you think we have more small businesses or less small businesses on a per capita basis? I ask this question across our country, and unequivocally the answer I get is, Charlie, we have to have more small businesses. Well, the answer is, unfortunately, no. We have half the number of small businesses today in America than we had 40 years ago. There's a lot of reasons for that, but one of the things that I think is that we're not nurturing that entrepreneurship skill early. We have in the past, but we're not currently. We have a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal here at Lemonade Day. Our BHAG is we want to have 1 million kids across America on a single day start their own business. And we're well on our way to accomplishing that goal. It's our hope that Vancouver and other cities across the Pacific Northwest will help grow Lemonade Day and help nurture that next group of entrepreneurs. As I said, we've had over 1 million kids participate. We've had kids go on to Shark Tank and start their own business. We have several of them here with you today. So don't take my word for it. Listen to some of these kids. They're going to talk to you here later in this program. You know, there's just so many wonderful skills that Lemonade Day builds. But I got to tell you, one of the ones that I love the most is it teaches self-confidence to these kids. So if you're a donor, thank you. If you're a potential donor, I would ask that you consider stepping up and helping the city of Vancouver as they build the next generation of entrepreneurs. When I think about my own personal story, I started out in the 4th grade. I remember distinctly, I was camping in the 4th grade, and it came pouring down rain on us. And I came from pretty humble means, and we didn't have a tent. And I remember getting sopping wet that next morning and thinking to myself, gosh, there has to be a better way. My dad, being an entrepreneur, offered me, said, son, we have some watermelons here in the pasture that you could go sell on the side of the highway. And I remember selling watermelons on the side of the highway in the 4th grade, and I made $50. And I went into the local TG&Y and I bought a 2-man tent. I was the proudest kid in the county walking out with that tent. I remember setting it up later that night, looking out, looking into the sky and thinking to myself, gosh, how lucky am I? What I didn't understand is what it was unleashing inside my heart at that moment is I was learning these entrepreneurship skills of setting a goal, making a plan, work the plan, and achieve your dreams. And then once you make a profit, to spend some, save some, and share some with others. That's what gets me so excited about this program. I submit to you that I think Lemonade Day is the most important nonprofit in America today. Teaching these young people and lighting that spark inside their heart is what gets me most excited. Thank you so much for everyone's contribution to bringing this to being a incredibly successful year in Vancouver. We're launching our new app called My Lemonade Day, which has been almost 2 years in development, which you just saw a video of, which is going to totally revolutionize the way that we teach this program. But once again, don't take my word for it. Wait till you see these amazing kids that are coming up right after me. I've got to jump off now. I've got another board meeting to run to, but thank you so much. And Janet and Hadley, way to go. I love it. Keep it up.
Thank you, Charlie. We appreciate it.
Take care.
Your passion, and we thank you and everybody at the national office for giving us the support that we needed to be able to bring this program to the Southwest Washington region. I will never think about a pup tent again the same way as I did before this lesson. And I think he said it. He said it well when the smallest lessons of being able to purchase something that you set your mind on was really what we're trying to do here with this program is get that feeling of success in these kids, that they were able to set a goal and achieve a goal. So we appreciate that. As you probably knew, I didn't realize he was going to come in as Lemmy the Lemon, which was pretty funny. I was thinking we were having some technical difficulties, so I'm glad he was having a little bit of fun. The one thing I do want to point out, which I thought was a fun fact that he had mentioned in a meeting that we had yesterday, was Charlie actually joined his Chamber of Commerce at the age of 14, the youngest in the state of Texas to join a Chamber of Commerce as an actual entrepreneur. So that was a really cool tip. We're going to have a really quick bit of fun here. I mentioned that we were going to do a quick raffle. If you look at your screen and off to the right, there's going to be a question and answer box. I want you to find that. And we have a question for you. So get ready to type in there because we have a $50 gift certificate to a really cool online store. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. That will go to the winner, or the one that is actually closest to answering correctly this question. So hopefully you've identified your question and answer box. There's it's off to your right. And the question is, and type in your answer to the right. The question is, how many pounds of lemons does an average lemon tree produce each year? So the person, everybody on this call is eligible, except for Hadley and I. Everybody is eligible to type in what they think their answer is. We've got a lot of them coming in. Oh, wow, that's a good one. Hadley, do you want to take a look and let me know which? Look at this. This is great. I don't think I've seen it yet. We'll give it another second. Oh, you have some close ones. I haven't quite seen it yet, but we do have somebody that's very close. All right. You know, I think. Yep. Okay. So Miss Amy Price with Riverview Bank is the closest with 700. I think the guess was 777. And the average lemon tree actually produces an average of 600 pounds of lemons each year. That is a pretty fantastic yield, especially if you're a lemon farmer. So that's fantastic. So, Amy, you will be given a gift certificate, and I'm going to tell you who that belongs to now as I introduce our next speaker. And this one I am really excited about. So we're not going to bring them up just yet, but what I do want to show you is an amazing video introduction, because these two individuals and best friends have had some extreme success that have launched directly from Lemonade Day. So we are going to give a video introduction.
Welcome back. This morning, we want to introduce you to two best friends who you might mistake for sisters.
They're both 13, and they already run a business together.
So it began with a lemonade stand, but they have squeezed a lot more out of it, and people are noticing. Meet Haley Hertzman and Katie Vonderhaar, the proud owners of Ooh La Lemon, a hip pop-up shop in Louisville, Kentucky.
Thank you. We sell cute, fun, colorful, trendy products, such as water bottles, purses, plates.
Right now, our most popular product is our dish towels. They're super cute. Our customers seem to really be responding to them.
Thank you.
Friends since they were 2, the now 13-year-olds got the idea to go into business after entering a contest sponsored by the Lemonade Day program.
It teaches kids how to be entrepreneurs by starting their own lemonade stand, and so we thought this would be really fun.
They gave us ideas for our business plan, and they also taught us about our money management.
On April 29, 2017, Haley and Katie put everything they learned to the test, selling their lemonade from a tiki hut they designed themselves and promising a smile at every sip. Because of their creativity, innovation, and commitment to give back to their community, the girls won the Lemonade Day National Youth Entrepreneur of the Year Award.
We learned that a business plan is important because it prepares you for everything you need to know to make your business successful.
While Katie and Haley enjoyed the spotlight, they realized they wanted more.
We had a passion for creating things and business, and we loved working together. So we said, why wait till we're older? So we started our business.
These are really cute.
Less than a year later, Haley and Katie launched Ooh La Lemon as an online business.
Hey guys!
Buying items wholesale and selling them on their website. The girls say their moms have supported them every step of the way.
Have fun, have a good day.
Even when life gives them lemons.
We try to let them fail if that's what's going to happen, because that's where they learn, and you learn from your successes and your failures.
The shop opening this summer, Katie and Haley were there 3 days a week, but now with school, they're just going to work 1 day.
Managing their time is really tough because both of the girls are into sports. Obviously, the school is going to be a priority.
The girls are dreaming big and branching out, creating custom designs, including sundresses, socks, and this matching dog collar and leash set, which caught the eye of Hollywood. The girls recently learning this item will be included in the Primetime Emmy Awards swag bag for celebrities.
I could not even believe it. I mean, I was just so excited, and I can't wait to attend the Emmys.
Cheers!
4, 3.
Boy, talk about the power of this sisterhood. They just had a great idea, and boy, ran with it.
And you know what? When people hear this story, I think when they get those, you know, that little bow tie and the swag bag, they'll actually use it. It's actually cute to use.
Save the video. I was thinking pepper, but save the video. There'll be future Fortune 500 CEOs in a few years.
I love it.
We'll be right back.
All right, that was fantastic. So I'm going to bring Haley and Katie up so they can start their presentation. But what a great video to see exactly what Lemonade Day could do for our youth entrepreneurs. To think that they were on the Today Show, several other shows. I've seen them in magazines, I've seen them on talk shows, and actually be in the Emmys. I do have my eye on the dog collar, the lemon dog collar for sure. And Amy Price, who was the winner of the last question, your $50 gift certificate is actually to Ooh La Lemon, the online store that Haley and Katie are founders of. So we're excited to be able to provide you that. And thank you, Haley and Katie, for providing that as well. Good. So if I'm going to have those two join me. Let's give it a second. All right. Hi, guys. How are you? Yep.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome. Well, first of all, I am extremely excited about the success that you guys have had. So congratulations, and I can't wait to hear a little bit more. But one of the comments that you made during the video where you said, why wait until we're older, right? Why wait till we're older? I'm glad you guys took the initiative and look where you are right now. With your own business. So let's hear a little bit more about your experience and what you've learned from Lemonade Day and even what you're doing now.
Okay, so hi, I'm Haley, and this is my business partner, Katie Vonderhaar. We are the owners of Ooh La Lemon, an online store at oohlalemonstore.com, which sells trendy fruit-themed products. But we would not have a business if it were not for Lemonade Day, and we want to share with you how we approached our Lemonade Day experience, won the 2017 Lemonade Day National Entrepreneur Award, and where we have gone from there.
Hi, I'm Katie. So Haley and I went to preschool together, we continue to go to school together, and we are neighbors. In 2017, our parents signed us up for Lemonade Day. To begin, we used the Lemonade Day materials to create a business plan and set some goals. We learned that a business plan is important because it prepares us for everything we needed to make our business successful. Next, we worked on coming up with a fun and interesting name. We chose Tropical Tiki Hut because we thought it really fit the vision for what we wanted our stand to be like.
We came in second place at the best tasting contest about a month before Lemonade Day, and we were really excited. We knew we needed a great location for our Lemonade Day stand. After the best tasting contest at the local mall, we went to Kroger Grocery near our home. We wore our matching tropical outfits and talked to the manager, Tom. At first, Tom wasn't interested in the idea, but after educating him on the spend, save, and share method of Lemonade Day, he agreed to let us put the stand in his store. We were excited that we were able to talk to him, letting us use his store.
Kroger was an awesome location because it was a high traffic grocery store and many people we knew lived nearby. You know what they say in business, location, location, location. Once we had our location, our next step was getting the word out to friends and family. We created a Facebook page and an Instagram account, and our school principal was nice enough to feature us in our weekly online newsletter to help drive business. We set up our stand to resemble a tropical tiki hut and had many signs and balloons to attract attention. We greeted every customer with a smile and asked them if they would like to try our tropical lemonade. We told them that some of the money was going to a local nonprofit charity, Cedar Lake Lodge, which helps disabled adults. Also, to drive sales, we passed cups of lemonade around to the Kroger employees so they could talk our product up. We also purchased a Square, which is a personal credit card processor. We were able to accept credit cards. This was key to drive sales because no one really had an excuse not to buy.
We were thrilled to sell so many cups of lemonade to our friends, family, and Kroger customers. We feel we were successful because of our great location, creative stand, advertising to our friends and family, partnership with Cedar Lake Lodge, tasty lemonade, and greeting every customer with a smile. By far, the best part of our Lemonade Day experience was the wonderful feeling we got by donating $330 to Cedar Lake Lodge. We love learning about the spend, save, and share model and try to continue to incorporate it into Ooh La Lemon today.
Lemonade Day taught us so much about starting and running a successful business. We learned that if your cost of goods exceeds your revenue, your business will not succeed. We learned that even if you have a great product with low expenses to maximize your profit, you still have to work really hard in order to sell your product. We also learned that being an entrepreneur is hard work, but in the end, it is so worth the effort. And we have had so many opportunities come from it. But best of all, we learned that we loved working together and making joint decisions.
After winning the title of National Entrepreneur of the Year, we have had a wild ride. We have been on TV many times, met senators, spoken to large groups, and even helped get a financial literacy bill passed in Kentucky. We have been on TV talk shows, spoken around the country. We have had surprises at every step and suggest you take any opportunity to get. For instance, last year we went to Washington, D.C. to speak about youth entrepreneurship and be on a TV talk show. We went to lunch and noticed that the restaurant was using paper straws, a product we carry in fruit themes. We said something to the server about how we liked that the straws were environmentally friendly, and she told us that Washington, D.C. had just passed a ban on plastic straws, and the restaurant was having a hard time finding paper straws to use. A light bulb went off since we sell paper straws, and we asked to speak to the general manager and talk to him about how he could solve his problem by selling him paper straws to comply with the new law. This resulted in a sale of 100,000 straws to this restaurant.
Last September, we were asked to provide one of our custom products, a lemon dog leash, collar, and bow tie set to all of the nominees at the Emmy Awards in Hollywood. This was so exciting and led to the Today Show doing a story about how we got started with Lemonade Day and all that came from it. It has aired twice and really helped our business, and we have gotten so many new customers from it. And we already showed that to you.
So none of this would have happened if it were not for Lemonade Day. We really appreciate the chance to tell you our story and encourage all of you to become involved with Lemonade Day. We know that we would not be here today as business owners without having learned the skill that Lemonade Day taught us. Lemonade Day also gave us so much confidence that even at 12 and 13 years old, we can be entrepreneurs and do great things. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you too, and wish you the best in your Lemonade Day experience. We wish to invite all of you to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Ooh La Lemon Store. We also want to give you a 30% discount on any of our products using the code Vancouver through September. Please check it out. Thank you for having us.
Okay, thank you guys so much. So if you didn't get that, Ooh La Lemon Store, they are offering a 30% coupon code with Vancouver. I don't even know where to start with how much I love that presentation. Very few individuals, including adults, can approach a general manager and try and sell them on something during a restaurant visit. I think the confidence is impressive. The business is impressive, and the lessons that you've learned and obviously will continue to take with you. So we appreciate it. The next one I'm going to bring up, I'm very excited about this one as well. We just have such a great slate of youth joining us today. I am going to be introducing Siddharth and Rohit. They are brothers, and they got their start in entrepreneurship when they participated in Lemonade Day at the age of 10 in 2009. They created lessons learned through Lemonade Day and ended up forming their own business, which is an international business now called TrashBots. So as the founders of TrashBots, which develops a low-cost science and engineering robotics kits for students, which enables kids around the world to develop problem-solving skills and enhance their creativity by building robots that are made according to a structured curriculum blended with the artistic twist. The kids make their own robots from trash and other discarded materials that students find in their own environment. You will, if you were tuned into the Lemonade Day world, and these two TrashBots co-founders, they have done some pretty incredible things, from giving a TED Talk. So these two have given TED Talks. They were the winner of the 2016 and 17 South by Southwest Education Business Competition, National Paradigm Challenge Award top finalists, the 2017 Youth Assembly and United Nations top finalists, Startup in the United States, part of Entrepreneur Magazine, and voted as one of the top 15 most influential people in Texas, issued by the Texas Monthly Magazine. So that is really impressive, guys. for a start in Lemonade Day. I would absolutely love for you to share your experience, especially with those that are looking at fields in STEM, the creativity that comes along with the business principles of Lemonade Day. We're excited to hear your story.
Yeah, and we're excited to be here, and thanks so much for the opportunity to share our story among.
Yeah, I was actually in Vancouver, near All City, like 4 years ago, and I thought it was really, really pretty. So I'm excited to be talking to you guys again.
Yeah. So you can jump right in. I mean, a little bit of introductions. I think that was a pretty fantastic introduction, so we appreciate that. But like you said, my name is Siddharth Srinivasan.
And I'm Rohit.
It's my brother. And we are the two founders of TrashBots, as well as Lemonade Day alums from, how long ago is it now?
I think this was 11 years ago,
11
years ago.
It's been quite a while. But you know, back then we were both in elementary school, and now fast forward, we you know, have the startup. Rohit is rising, or just started his junior year at UT,
University of Texas.
I will be going to Stanford after a year, taking a gap year to focus on the business. So there's some pretty exciting stuff going on.
Yeah. So just to give you a headline of what we do at TrashBots, we create a platform that we sell to parents and schools that allow kids to learn both computer science and robotics from kindergarten to 12th grade. Think about a way to learn STEM, or science, technology, engineering, and math skills super, super, super easily, regardless if you're in middle school, elementary school, or even high school. And since launching the business over 2 years ago, you know, we've done some really, really exciting things. Everything from, you know, as was mentioned earlier, we have customers all around the world. I think this year we're on track to do a few $100,000 worth of sales. And you know, and we, you know, we're hiring people. We're about to get our first bigger office. And things, it's just really, really, really exciting. And as she mentioned, you know, Entrepreneur Magazine, 25 under 25 founders, and all that other stuff. But we wouldn't be able to be, you know, Starth and I are still young, and obviously our business is still growing. But our perspective is that we would not be able to be where we were today without starting our first lemonade stand when we were 10 and 8 years old.
And in fact, a lot of the learnings that we saw as entrepreneurs, as these you know, little kids on the sidewalk pitching to parents and trying to sell lemonade, a lot of those little lessons we learned are, you know, they're indicative of a larger truth that we took with us and we've applied to you know, every aspect of the business that now we are you know, running.
So, and Siddharth and I, even, you know, now when we go give talks or talk to the media, we always actually come in, and people want to know how we got into entrepreneurship, or how, you know, how we got interested in starting our own business as teenagers. We always bring it back to Lemonade Day and talk about 3 different things that we've learned in Lemonade Day that really, really, really shaped, you know, how we run our current company, how we tell our how we frame our employees should think, and how we even frame long-term strategy within the company.
Yeah, so let's fast forward, you know, 10 years and go to, you know, when we were on the sidewalk. We went and we, you know, sunny May day, we went and set up our stand in front of actually a yoga studio, and we started selling lemonade as so many other entrepreneurs did. And while we were doing this, like Rhodes said, we noticed these 3 valuable lessons. The first one is, you know, be distinctive. We were out there selling this watermelon mint lemonade, I think.
Yeah.
It was slightly green, so not the most appetizing color, but I mean, as these people were consuming it, it was both super delicious. I mean, super different in taste, and it was very healthy.
And why this was really interesting is because we were set up outside of a hot yoga studio. You know, I'm sure. I know Vancouver is known for being a very hipsterish town. So, you know, just like that, Austin, hot yoga was a big trend. So we had tons of, you know, yoga moms coming out and essentially seeing 2 little kids and obviously whipping out their credit card to buy healthy lemonade.
And so taking that same distinctive, we've taken that to TrashBots, and you know, being distinctive is so important when you're starting a startup or going into a business venture. we make sure that our platform is the most affordable on the market. We make sure that we have enough resources. Now we have 50+ resources with videos and document materials for kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. We make sure to give them, our users, all the resources we need and make it super accessible for everyone, right? And so we're focusing on making our product distinctive, just like we did back in the Lemonade Day days.
And so that being distinctive was really important. But the second thing is that we learned is like to be opportunistic. There are constantly opportunities everywhere around you. For example, being opportunistic in Lemonade Day was, there was one yoga mom in particular who was super excited and asked us if we could provide a gallon of lemonade for her brunch the next morning. And that gave Starth and I the idea to ask every single person who left, who seemed like they slightly enjoyed it, whether they wanted to buy a full gallon. And because that Starth and I got into the business of not actually selling lemonade cup by cup, but rather selling lemonade by the gallon. And even then, being opportunistic, currently in trash bots, we're constantly trying to find new opportunities, new differentiated markets to sell our product, whether it be in the United States or whether it be in other countries around the world. And obviously, it's not just us as founders who look to be opportunistic. Even if you take the Oola Lemon people, they were super opportunistic by seeing that there was a market for super nice, pretty, summer themed, and obviously they were really successful with it.
Yeah, exactly. And so that tenet kind of manifests itself in so many of the aspects of what here at Trashbots, whether it be going and contacting more distributors and signing more of these reseller deals, whether it be instead of approaching a teacher and saying, let me sell you one kit, it's, can you connect me to the person in your district, so that now we're looking at a couple $100,000 enterprise deal with the district, and that has the possibility to expand to $500,000 deal the next year, right? And so we're looking at how do we equip more students with our platform to go and change the education landscape one robot at a time.
And then the third thing, and I think this is actually one of the most important things, is just be socially minded, right? We started Trashbots because we were actually teaching an orphanage in India, and that's where we got the idea that there needed to be some sort of low-cost way to teach computer science and robotic skills. And that starting with that super socially minded idea, really allows you to constantly want to give back and improve the industry that you're working in. And even today, Starth and I are always constantly thinking about how we can help those that have helped us, or even help the general community, whether that be us donating thousands of dollars back to low-income schools, or even schools in other countries, like schools in Africa that may not be able to traditionally afford robotics or afford robotics labs or computer labs. Or even Starth and I being pretty active and trying to spend time with Lemonade Day to help students like yourself, or who are trying to start their own business.
Yeah, and to get those entrepreneurial roots, just as we did, to go and make an impact and go be socially responsible in your own way, and that way, spread almost like a wildfire, and spread in a sense that everybody can be a little bit more socially responsible.
And so Starth and I were super, super, super fortunate to have these 3 learnings from a young age. And all those 3 learnings really, really, really allowed us to take the next step, which was, just following what we were passionate about, right? Starth and I, obviously we weren't necessarily, we didn't come out of the gate, we didn't come as like 12 or 13-year-olds and start thinking, oh my God, we're gonna create an educational platform that we can sell on an enterprise level to schools. And what we really were interested in is, I was interested in building robots, and Starth was interested in
coding robots.
And so we just started doing that. We joined the local robotics team, and started just playing around, building little cool gizmos and projects. And before you know it, we then were able to apply what we were super passionate about with another thing that we're super passionate about, which was which was education. You know, Starth and I got the opportunity we got the opportunity to take our little gizmos that we were creating and go to India to go try to teach them through a local nonprofit called the Miracle Foundation. And you know, before we know it, we're in very rural India, essentially doing what we love, and all of a sudden we get this idea that we can provide, you know, what we love to these kids in a really easy way.
And I love what the quote earlier from Lemon that said, "Why wait?" I think that perfectly encapsulates what why we got into this. It's, now is the best time to start a startup. Now is the best time to get those entrepreneurial learnings and just get on the ground and run with it, right? It's see a problem and go and try to address it. Find the people who are going to help you address it, and just take that passion that you have inside you and put some motivation behind it and do whatever, because it really is like, why wait?
And then I think the one other thing that what I think is super important is, as a younger individual who's super interested in entrepreneurship, there are so many people who are constantly willing to help you. You know, Starth and I just turned 20 like 2 weeks ago. Starth just turned 18. And when you're a teenager and you're trying to start your own business, people are so much more willing to take time and mentor and provide feedback, which is the same thing in Lemonade Day. People are always willing to help you out in whatever their capacity is, just because people generally enjoy seeing young people be innovative, be entrepreneurial. And in fact, that's as Charlie mentioned, that's what a large part of this country is based on, is young people trying to make a difference in this world. And that's why constantly, even today, whenever we have the opportunity to, Starth and I help Lemonade Day.
So wrapping up here, I hope this kind of left you guys with a little bit of a sense of why, Lemonade Day is so important for us, and we're so fortunate to have taken the learnings and created something that, parents love and students love and teachers love. And so if you guys are interested in finding more information about our robots, or getting one for your bored child at home, or getting one for this virtual environment of schooling right now, check out our website and social media platforms, and be happy to chat. And yeah, there's our website. We'd be happy to chat and figure something out. So thanks so much again for the invitation to speak. We appreciate it.
Fantastic, you guys. Very impressive. And I can tell you right now, I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs that are on the webinar right now, probably grinning from ear to ear at everything that you guys have learned, everything that you're taking advantage of. And I will definitely send the information about TrashBots onto people when we send this video link. We'll be putting this video link up on YouTube so others can be able to watch it on their own time. But a lot of these lessons were just fantastic, and you're absolutely right about the mentorship that's out here in our community, in the greater Vancouver community, especially when we started talking about Lemonade Day. I know that all of the sponsors and the investors that are a part of our program, and including a number of businesses throughout the region, called the Chamber, asking to be a part of mentoring, bringing the students into their classroom or going into the classroom and mentoring them. And I know that that's going to happen in 2021, and we're really looking forward to it. One of the things that you did mention was similar to Lemon, giving money back, and that's really a cornerstone for this particular program as well. In addition to learning how to save and how to spend, how to share is a really big part of it. So sharing a third of what you make on your lemonade stand. How often do we hear teenagers say, like we just heard, whether it's giving a couple $1,000s or tens of thousands of dollars to a nonprofit to help them out? The fact that you're in a position to be able to do that is incredible, and that you had Lemonade Day instill the sharing part of the nonprofit community, which is very big here in Southwest Washington. So thank you very much. I am going to bring up somebody I'm really excited to share with you guys. Her name is Isabella, and Isabella is a 17-year-old. She participated in Lemonade Day with her twin Patricio when they were 6, and continued to share their experiences, and she is now an ambassador for Lemonade Day. Today, Isabella is a confident young entrepreneur, and you're all going to be able to see that when she speaks. She used her skill through Lemonade Day to develop and sell a board game, and I'd love to hear a little bit more about that. That helps to teach business skills to kids. Isabella attributes the fun experiences her and her brother had selling lemonade, even expanding their lemonade stand and product offerings to the distinctions learned through Lemonade Day, which I find fantastic. So having a strong foundation and confidence from participating in the program is what Isabella is bringing to us today, and excited to welcome you. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you so much, Janet, for that wonderful introduction, by the way. And I have to say, wow, I'm so impressed with the people that are on this webinar right now. Ula and Trash Bots, like y'all are such a good example of what it means to be young entrepreneurs. And I so look up to y'all. So cool, love it. So I'm Isabella Orvanados, and I'm the youth ambassador for Lemonade Day. I live in Houston, Texas, and I've been the youth ambassador for about a year now, alongside my twin brother, which unfortunately cannot make it right now, but I'm speaking on behalf of both of us. But yeah, so basically, I started participating in Lemonade Day when I was about 6 years old, and ever since then, me and my family have been super involved in it. We thought it was just the perfect way, and it was so fascinating to learn the fundamentals of just being a young entrepreneur. And we thought that a lot of the things that like school system teaches us doesn't really incorporate the real things that you need to be successful in this world. So we thought it was a really good opportunity to learn the ropes of how to save money, how to spend money, how to advertise your stand, and just all of those things. I wasn't even realizing it. I was having so much fun when I was a child selling Lemonade Day all around the world, basically. So I would like to introduce this game called Lemonade Stand. And it was a game that me and my family started working on after we got super involved in the company. And we thought it was a great way to have fun and to be creative in learning everything that we've just learned by doing our lemonade stands. So it says the road to business success. And it was such a great opportunity for me and my family to get closer, and the amount of trials that I had to run with my mom. And it's basically kind of like Monopoly or Life. You go around the board and it says, service is important, learn from your mistakes, save a little, let people know about your business. Basically, all of the things that I learned while doing Lemonade Day. It says, receive a bank loan, buy your stand, buy your cups at the grocery store. And it's basically a fun way to involve all the fundamentals of being a young entrepreneur into a board game. So this actually took off in very successful ways. We were able to sell the game in FAO Schwartz, as well as Toys R Us and online. So it was a great way to kind of like give me that confidence and telling my friends like about the game, because at first I was kind of hesitant, like, oh, should I even bring this up to my friends or my family or friends or anything like that? But I was like, you know what? If I want something, I'm gonna get it. So it was really fun for me to unleash that kind of confident side of me, because I hadn't always been like that. But Lemonade Day really taught me the fundamentals of just being confident and not being afraid to share what you like. And I loved to advertise, and through Lemonade Day, I'd realized that I really had a passion for broadcast journalism and public relations and communications. And when I was named the youth ambassador of my sophomore year of high school, I was able to do just that. Gay Jackson, actually the national director in Houston, gave me that position, and I was able to attend a lot of the Lemonade Day events and speak out for the youth, and basically speak out because I'm also Hispanic. So I got to speak out for like low income communities, and being bilingual did really help me because I was able to speak to two large kind of groups in my community, and it was a great way to bring awareness to Hispanics and bring awareness to kids and youth entrepreneurs that are just trying to be the best every day. And I thought that I would just bring you guys 5 tips regarding my experience that really helped and shaped me to who I am today. And I'll be using these tips basically all of my life. So I realized that number 1, location is so important. Always have location and always have it pre-scouted. Think, who am I targeting? Like, what's my audience? Who am I trying to sell to? If it's a lot of people like sweaty, like maybe you like a marathon or something like that. I remember we had a good business at a marathon. And that's the thing, what location would bring the most amount of customers. You can't really be selling a lemonade stand outside of your house and expect a bunch of money. You know, it's things like that you have to think about and plan ahead of time. Number 2, how your stand looks matters. Theme stands never go wrong. So things like sports, I've done things like Hawaiian, Cinco de Mayo. Creativity is everything, and people will appreciate all the little details that you put in your stand. People will notice how put together you look, how professional you look, and how good you are with talking to people. You cannot be afraid to go up to people and be like, hey, buy some lemonade day, or buy some lemonade, sorry. Number 3, advertising is key. I learned this, and this was a very big thing that helped me and my siblings succeed in our lemonade business. So customers want to know that you guys put effort into what you're selling, and they want to know that price is per value, and including promotions helps. Like, for example, for one of our lemonade day stands, we did a Hawaiian themed, and we were like, my mom actually gave us the idea. Like, she was like, oh yeah, how about if you ask customers that they can pay however much they want? And at first I was like, what? Like, they're not going to pay anything if you just give them the option to pay however much money they want. And my mom was like, just trust me, trust me. And so we were like, okay. So we didn't put a set price on our cups of lemonade, and we actually let the customer choose whatever they wanted. And that actually resulted in way more donations, and people were actually willing to pay way above what we originally priced the cups as. And that was really it was a really good experience, and I'm just really glad that I took that risk. And obviously taking risks can be really scary, but I learned that it was essential to success. So number 4, think outside the box. Make different recipes. Don't go with the just generic lemonade. Think outside the box. Especially during this time, thinking outside the box is really essential. Obviously, with the pandemic, lemonade day was a little bit different this year, or is going to be a little bit different. And I think things like delivery, maybe you can have people like deliver and then like just make it COVID free. Like, I think adjusting with the situation is essential for a successful business. And yeah, just basically adjusting to your environment. Obviously, with the situation going on, there's many ways that we can take the situation and make it positive and work with what we have. And that sometimes there's going to be obstacles, and that's just what happens when you're an entrepreneur. Things are going to happen, and you're just going to work with it, you know? So number 5, nobody succeeds without failing. There have been days where I've been just really unmotivated and thinking that I couldn't go on with being a Lemonade Day ambassador, and I wasn't putting my best foot forward, and I wasn't interviewing people the way I wanted to, and I wasn't speaking out the way I wanted to. But as long as you have your end goal in mind, I think that just success is going to be your way. If you have your goal in mind and you're just thinking about that end goal and how rewarding it will feel after a long day of hard work, never be discouraged, because nobody succeeds without failing. And that is just the one thing. If you guys take anything that I said today, that's the one thing that I can say that's the most important. Just never give up, always be determined. And there are going to be rainy days. People will deny your lemonade day. People aren't going to like the way you say things or sell things or how you portray yourself, but that's all inevitable. So I think that if you put your best foot forward and have your goal in mind, that you can do anything you want. Thank you so much, Janet, for letting me talk.
You're welcome. Thank you, Isabella. We appreciate it. I am enthusiastic about the fact that you're an ambassador for National Lemonade Day across the country, because your enthusiasm is definitely contagious. And I think the lessons that you brought forward are very important, especially the pivoting and making lemonade out of lemons, as we say. So thank you very much. I would absolutely love to offer you a position out here in Vancouver, Washington, when when you're ready. I think I think you're going to be a really great asset for any community that's able to get you on their team. Okay, so the last one I want to introduce you to, I adore a lot of what this entrepreneur brings to the Lemonade Day. So I would like to introduce you to Sanvi. Sanvi was a Lemonade Day National Youth Entrepreneur for 2019. Since then, Sanvi's life has accelerated at an even faster pace. I saw an interview where Sanvi was asked to give an update where she's been since, and I loved when you said winning the Lemonade Day Youth Entrepreneur title of the year has made a big impact on you, and that you loved mentoring kids in homeschool communities and regular community schools. I love the fact that it sparked the mentoring side in you and the want to go out and give back to the youth, especially at such a young age yourself. So if you want to talk to us a little bit about what Lemonade Day has done for you, your confidence is obviously there, but I'd like you to talk a little bit more about that and really what the passion is that you have right now in giving back to the community.
Of course. Thank you for that introduction, Janet. Hi, I'm Sanvi Vinod, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm the 2019 Lemonade Day National Youth Entrepreneur of the Year, and I'm so excited to share my story with you. So I've always been interested in business and entrepreneurship, even at a younger age. You know, I've always dreamt of having a lemonade stand or running a bake sale, something that was always with business. And so when I came across Lemonade Day, I knew I had to seize that opportunity. And I was so excited to be part of such an amazing program, but I didn't know much on how to run a business. But luckily, Lemonade Day's lessons were very helpful, and I loved them because I was having fun and learning new things about business all the time. So my lemonade stand's name was a lemon a day, going with the lemonade theme. And my theme for my business was happy and healthy. It's not your typical theme, but happy because I used a lot of peppy and cheerful decorations, and I wanted my lemonade stand to radiate a warm and friendly kind of energy. And healthy because I used a lot of organic and fresh ingredients in my lemonade because I mean, not all healthy things taste good, but I wanted to show that my lemonade can have fresh and organic, healthy ingredients, but can also taste really well. I used ingredients like turmeric and fresh herbs like rosemary and mint, and I gave out free samples to the customers too, you know, to increase more sales. And so many of the customers walked away with smiles on their faces and were so surprised that my lemonade was so tasty but had so many health benefits. So after deciding my theme, the next thing that I did for my lemonade stand, for preparing for it, was choosing a location. I had one location in particular I had my eye on, which was my local mall. And I'd been there so many times and noticed that there weren't that many drink options, and it was a hot summer day. So I thought, you know, why not set up my lemonade stand at the mall? Wouldn't that be cool? But you can't just walk in the mall and set up a lemonade stand. There was a little bit of a process that went behind that. I actually got to go and talk to the person that was in charge of the entire mall, and she agreed to let me have my lemonade stand in the mall. And it was very exciting to do that. It was a completely new experience for me because I felt like I was one of those vendors, one of those pop-up shops that you've probably seen in the mall, and it felt really, really exciting to me. One lesson that I really liked that Lemonade Day taught me was, of course, their motto, spending, sharing, and saving. That was really important to me, and I always remember that every time I do my business. Actually, when I was deciding like what kind of charity, what kind of cause I wanted to donate to, my brother popped in and said, why not donate to children in hospitals? And that really sparked my interest to donate to St. Jude's Cancer Research Hospital. And that was a big motivator for me to make even more money at my lemonade stand so I can donate a lot of money to St. Jude's. And, just giving back to the community was also a really important thing. And I'm really happy that I was able to do that. I was really excited that I got the opportunity to donate like that. And so many wonderful experiences have opened up for me as well just through Lemonade Day. One of my favorites was when Lemonade Day actually partnered up with a bank called Park Community in my city, and they actually allowed kids to create a sales pitch and present it in front of the bank people, and if they liked it, then they would give you the loan. And it was so exciting for me because I felt so professional. I mean, because you're asking a real bank for money, not a parent or anybody else. This is a real bank. And I went to the bank and I presented my sales pitch, and they really liked what I had to say about my business, and I even got to sign a contract and everything. So that was a really special moment for me. It was really exciting because I felt very professional. And through Lemonade Day, so many other opportunities have opened up for me as well. I got to run my lemonade stand at a lot of charity events and other events. One was called International Women's Day, where women-run businesses got to, have pop-up shops in a mall and sell their products. And that one event was really unique to me because a local news TV channel came up and interviewed me, and that was really exciting because I had so much to say about my business and about Lemonade Day as well. I've learned so much from Lemonade Day. They taught me all the basic fundamentals that I really needed to know, like, of course, spending, sharing, and saving your money wisely, and how to properly market your business, and customer interaction, customer satisfaction. One thing that I really enjoyed while running my business was I really liked interacting with the customers and seeing if they liked my lemonade or not, and just being polite to the customers was one really important thing that Lemonade Day taught me, was that the customers were always first. And I've used that, kind of motto ever since, and it's really helped me throughout my entire business so far. And I even expanded my business a little bit to handmade crafts as well, and I really enjoyed doing that. And in the near future, I am going to be selling a few products that really represent who I am and what my business is. With all the lessons and experiences that I got from Lemonade Day has really shaped me into the entrepreneur that I am today. And dealing with the current situation, things are going to be a little bit different, but I know that all of your businesses are going to flourish even now. All you have to do is be creative and make sure that your stand stands out. I've had an amazing time with Lemonade Day, and I can't wait to see what's next for me in my entrepreneurship career. I hope you guys had and will have an amazing experience with Lemonade Day, just like I did. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Sanvi, very much. I appreciate it. Really good words of wisdom. And I love the fact that you took the opportunity not just to continue selling lemonade, but to expand it to your crafts, your handmade crafts, and really in the next several years, sky's the limit for you, right? So thank you very much, everybody. If there are any questions for any of our entrepreneurs, feel free to put it in the question and answer box over there, and we'll make sure to get them the questions answered for you if you have any particular ones. I do want to let people know that we do have a big interest in Lemonade Day and through our educational system in the business community to have access to this video and to hear some of the lessons that the youth have created in forming businesses. So we are going to put this, like I said before, up on a YouTube channel. We'll be sending it out to everybody, but we're also going to be sending it out to the rest of the community and posting it on our Facebook. And we'll make sure to tag those of you who have businesses now. We'll make sure to tag that information so people know how to access that. We also have some really great supporters and champions of the Lemonade Day program. And we're really happy that the mayors of a lot of the cities in the surrounding area and Greater Vancouver have signed on as city champions. So whether it's we have the mayor of Vancouver and McInerney Ogle, we have Camas, we have Amboy, we have Washougal and Ridgefield and Battleground. So everybody here to support Lemonade Day, both in 2020 and 2021 as champions, making sure that this program hits the classrooms, hits everybody who wants to learn the lessons of entrepreneur. And especially when we start looking at online lessons in the classroom, going virtual, at least for the start of the school year here, we will be able to provide links for Lemonade Day so that kids can have access to ongoing learning and opportunities while they're sitting at their computers. So I do have a question, and that is actually more of a raffle because we have another raffle to give. So if everybody could still identify their chat or their Q&A box, the first person to type in, if you remember by listening to the beginning presentation, the first person to type in the name of the lemon that walks kids through Lemonade Day. Winner, Sanvi. Look at that, Sanvi, you won. So we'll be sending you out a gift certificate as well. The right answer was Lemmy. Lemmy is the voice of the lemon that comes to life and shares the entrepreneur lessons that we see throughout Lemonade Day. And on the app version this year that we'll be using, it's going to walk kids all the way through starting their own business and all the lessons that they need to learn and make sure that they hit all the different milestones to creating a successful business. So congratulations, Sanvi. We're going to get you your gift certificate is going to be emailed over to you. And congratulations to Amy Price with Riverview Bank, who is also going to receive a gift certificate. So I want to wrap this up by saying thank you to all of our youth entrepreneurs, giving some inspiration to those youth that are in our classrooms now, giving inspiration to those in the business community like myself, that we have a generation coming behind us that's going to knock it out of the park when it comes to building businesses and being active parts of a business community. My one request from all of you who are starting your own businesses, the youth that was on our video today, look up your local Chamber of Commerce. If you're not already an active member, see how you can get involved. It's a really great way, if you haven't already, to become a Chamber of Commerce member and make those connections through your business community and hopefully sell a little bit more products and services and get to know how you can add even more value to your local business community. So I want to thank you to everybody who joined. Again, thank you to our sponsors, our Main Squeeze, IQ Credit Union, and all the other investors who support our program. I would encourage kids now until the next Lemonade Day. We're going to be starting at the beginning of 2021. Look up your credit unions. We're going to put some links in our video so that you can look them up and identify how to open up a bank account. Like Sanvi said, let's open up those savings accounts. Let's go to the bank and start asking for those loans and have our business plans. And we're going to show you how to do that when you start the Lemonade Day program. So if you want to get ahead of the game and go into your local credit union or bank, we'll walk you through that and make sure that you have the access in order to get your first micro loan in order to start your business. So I want to say thank you again to everybody. Good luck in your endeavors, all of our youth entrepreneurs, and we can't wait to have you back so we can share our Greater Vancouver Chamber successes of our youth for next year and have you guys see those kids that inspired you who talked today. So thank you, everybody, and we wish you a happy Lemonade Day for 2021.